Ok. Al final
I
sus
am
propios
sorry for
bombarderos.
burning down your village. I had no choice. A few years ago, a bloodthirsty tyrant appeared in my homeland, who had decided to conquer the whole country. My father stood against him, and fell by the walls of our castle, together with our whole I wanted to launch myself at my foes, and die for my family's honor. But I realized that if I died, I gathered a handful of samurai most loyal to my father, and went into exile.
A fascinating story, but what does it have to do with the...
Your deaths were supposed to pay Fudo for the resurrection of my clan. Forgive me, father. I have failed.
Madres.
Before she died, she said that someone called Fudo promised to resurrect her family in exchange for people's lives.
Fudo is a Japanese deity, believed to cast out demons with fire. I have never heard of people making sacrifices to him, especially human ones.
Do you think we're dealing with a cult?
I don't know yet, but something tells me that there is a person behind the name.
Ok. Ya consiguió su venganza este güey.
Master Zhongfei, I would like to speak to you. You have taught me a lot since I've been with you. How to move during a fight, how to strike, how to center my chi, how to breathe, and even how to fall correctly. I've almost completed all the tasks set by Master Guanli, from defending villages to washing these blasted floors.
And now you want to take the monastic vows and become a student monk. Am I right? You have finally gotten revenge on the person who killed your grandfather and burned down your village. How do you feel now?
For me, she was evil incarnate. Every day, I imagined how I would take her life with my own hands. You probably expect me to say that her murder didn't change anything, that I don't feel any better, and other such banalities. However, I do feel better. Although not because I got my revenge.
You have changed. Well, I agree.
Wei Cheng swore not to drink wine, eat meat, commit adultery, or kill. However, the Shaolin warriors were allowed to break the last commandment if they were in mortal danger. Apart from renouncing worldly pleasures, Wei Cheng also had to forswear his common name and take on a new monastic name. Thus, Wei Cheng went from being a simple fisherman to being the monk Dao Kun.
Dao Kun. Ok.
Teacher Zhongfei, why is my new name so similar to Dao Shan's name?
The name of every new Shaolin monk is made up of 3 parts. The first, She, indicates that the monk belongs to our temple. We don't usually pronounce that part. The second part is taken from a strict order of names described 300 years ago in the poem by Abbot Fuyu. It is the same for all the students of one teacher, so my followers are always called Dao. The third part is unique for every monk, and is made up by the teacher. Let's move on to more pressing matters. Now that you are one of us, I would like to teach you another one of our techniques. Not many people know of it, and even less can do it. It is based on being able to completely control your chi. We usually start teaching it after months of preparation and meditation, but we don't have enough time right now.
Ok.
This technique is called the 3 ground seals. Unlike
sellos
southern
terrestres.
elements, it works best when fighting against several opponents. This style drastically differs from everything you have gotten used to. Earth seals allows us to use chi for The first seal is the seal of harmony. The second seal is the seal of levity, which lifts opponents into the air. finally, the third one, the seal of concentration, draws the enemies towards you.
Ok. Nuevo movimiento a los sellos terrestres. Ok, tenemos 7. Este y nos quedan 4. Así que vamos a dejarlos directamente aquí con esto. Nos faltaría uno para desbloquear los otros 2 mejoras. A ver qué tenemos acá. Bastón, tifón, movimiento infligen daño adicional en el objetivo y en enemigos cercanos. Pero este bastón es con el que más útil me resulta, creo yo. Empecemos con ese.
I'll have to force my way through the grass.
Ahí está. Está. Venga. De amarillo. Ok. Venga. Venga. Ay. Toma. Venga. Ah, que la... Vamos, 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 vamos.
dare to poke their
Eso.
noses in here again.
Ay, la madre. Ok, a ver, tenemos... Vamos a mejorar el golpe perforante. Y listo. Acá pues ya tenemos nuevas páginas, que son las posiciones acrobáticas y las posiciones mágicas, pero esas las vamos a mejorar después. Ahorita quiero enfocarme en las posiciones base para hacer más daño con los golpes básicos. Igual estando... A ver, ¿qué tenemos aquí?
Won Tai-shin, the official who told us the location of the Wuku base, has sent us another letter. He congratulates us on our victory and thanks us for helping the local residents.
Gratitude doesn't make a meal.
It would be better if he sent in the army.
Won Tai-shin is just the censor, and censors don't send out armies. He can only arrest those... The official also says that the situation is more complicated than it seems at first glance.
Ok. Vamos a ver, ¿tenemos ítems nuevos? No.
The Wuku have attacked the residents. Guan Li, what's the plan?
Our first priority is to protect Won Tai-shin. The residents, as soon as you...
Eso es
Thank
todo.
you for saving me.
The Wuku have already found out about your arrival somehow.
Ah, there is no mystery in that. The provincial governor is colluding with the pirates, and I have evidence to show his complicity in what is happening.
Sí, ya me
That
acabé,
explains why nobody has gathered the troops and driven back the pirates so far. Why can't you arrest him?
You may not have heard, but our emperor has passed away recently after a long illness. His son, Juitsu, who is still a child, has now ascended the throne. The young emperor's retinue has been trying to agree on who will be regent until he reaches his majority. So far, all these
Common folk are suffering, and all they care about is power.
this is sadly true. Like all censors, I only obey the emperor or his regent, and only he can authorize an arrest. My hands are thus...
Unlike you, we are not bound by bureaucratic restrictions. We won't interfere in your conflict with the governor.
That's all I was hoping for. As you know, for many years, our country has been under the hygiene, a sea ban, that forbids...
I clearly remember it being abolished right after the Wuku were defeated. It was said that lifting the ban would prevent the pirates from reappearing.
But the hygiene had one exception, the Ryukyu Kingdom. It alone was allowed to trade with us overseas, enabling them to amass huge wealth. I suspect that the Ryukyu merchants have hired the ex-Wuku to resume attacks. They will use their own people at court to push for the hygiene to be reinstated, using the new...
The death of the emperor has also played into their hands. It's bad news all around.
Have you ever heard of a person called Fudo? One of the Wuku leaders mentioned him.
Fudo? No, I haven't. But I will try to find out what I can. In return, I would ask you to pass...
Agreed.
Ok.
The pigeon has brought alarming news from the monastery at the top of Mount Juhua, one of the sacred mountains in Buddhism. The monks report...
I know that monastery. Its monks are excellent warriors and have previously taught me a lot. It makes no sense for the Wuku to attack them, however, as the temple is small and holds no expensive relics.
This is what we will try to find out. I already have another task for you, but Dao Kung, go there and try to find out what possible interest the Wuku have in the temple.
Ok. 6. Ahí está. Ok, gente, pues yo creo que vamos... A ver, ¿qué hora es? Sí, ya vamos a dejar el stream aquí por el día de hoy. Aventajamos bastante, de hecho. Ya me puse... De hecho casi me puse al corriente con... Ah, ¿solo son misiones? Bueno, sí, vamos a jugarlas de una vez. Granjero herido, ok. Ah, no, esas son las que ya hice. A ver, acá. Ah, son 3. No, entonces sí, vamos a dejarlas aquí por el día de hoy. Y mañana, yo creo mañana lo retomamos. Como siempre, redes sociales en la descripción de los videos para los que me ven en YouTube o en mi perfil para los que me ven aquí en Twitch. Y pues nada, sin más por el momento, yo me despido. Yo soy Edumix92, nos estaremos viendo en un próximo stream. Les mando un fuerte abrazo y hasta la próxima. Bye bye. Despídete, Dao. cool.